and our wonderful student musicians on stage, we'll kind of look to the future here just a little bit with this. It's exciting to think that in October in 2013, this very group will reunite to perform as the Thomas Worthington Cardinal Band, freshman high school band. Can't wait to see that. They'll probably be a little bit taller, but they'll still look wonderfully the same. Because now we get a chance to keep these pictures that you guys sent. And the last couple of years, we've been kind of showing these to students. And I know with our senior class the last couple of years, we've taken them and we kind of put them up on the chalkboard up front. And they get a chance to see them when they sat there just like these students are right now. It's a blast to come back and see them. Before we begin our performance this evening, we respectfully ask that you only use your flash photography after a selection is complete, so we don't accidentally disrupt our young musicians as they perform. In fact, a great photo opportunity will occur after each section of the band is featured tonight. You won't want to miss those photos, and I'll clue you in to exactly how and where those are going to be. The idea that young people choose to play musical instruments is often motivated by their desire to perform in public. Recognizing this, the Music Achievement Council, a non-profit organization comprised of music dealers, instrument manufacturers, music publishers, and others who believe in the importance of music education in our schools, has created the concept, this script, and the music that are a part of this evening's presentation. I'm personally proud to support the work of the Music Achievement Council, which serves our local community so well. As a prelude to this evening's performance, the combined 6th grade bands, under the direction of Mr. Ryan and Alexis, will play a composition they like to use as a warm-up. This is entitled Morning Tide. Would you help me welcome to the podium, Mr. Ryan and Alexis. On behalf of Worthington Band Directors, Ryan, Alexis, Larry Kilbunny, Mike Bader, Susan O'Rourke, and myself, I'm pleased to welcome all the moms and dads, brothers, sisters, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, and neighbors to our first performance of, and you'll love this, the class of 2017. We know you'll be pleasantly surprised with what these 6th graders have accomplished in just a few short weeks. We would like to add, with our apologies, there's a few students that were inadvertently left off the program, and we really apologize. We won't have them stand and embarrass themselves, but by God, they should be on this program, and we want to apologize to Maddie Wallach, Alexa Graves, and Sarah Peters. They are absolutely a part. It's just one of those little computer things that happen along the way. And we're so glad to do that. So what you'll also notice with that is, as I'm sure you're out there counting through all of these, you'll also notice that with those 3 students, that's 197 student musicians up on the stage. Not bad for a 6th grade class. Not everyone learns to play a musical instrument. It takes physical and mental work. It also takes time to practice while learning an instrument. Each of the musicians here tonight has demonstrated his or her ability and desire, and has earned membership in the ensemble you see on the concert stage. Tonight, they're going to demonstrate what has been learned up to this point in their brief but successful musical careers. After learning how to take the instruments out of their cases a little bit ago, and assembling them, they finally got to do what they have been waiting to do for such a long time. Produce their first sounds on their instruments. Be ready. It sounded something like this.
I'm so sorry.
some challenges facing them in the next few days. The second week proved to be quite eventful. Mr. Alexis, Mr. Bundy, and Mrs. O'Rourke worked with the band students until they could produce their first note. Now they sounded like this. But they did a little more work before they were ready for tonight's performance. Producing that first note allowed them to proceed to the first lessons where they learned to count while they play. This is necessary to perform together in a large class. Then they added a different rhythm, or a beat, to add to those first notes, and began to take on a new sound. This may be more interesting than the first note. It's still not a complete tune that you go around whistling all day. They added a couple of new notes and discovered they could start playing some recognizable tunes. This might have been the moment at home when you felt, for the first time, that music lessons were finally starting to take hold. This is what they sounded like at school on that day. Well, we don't want to bore you with all the mechanics of the next few lessons, but as the band members began to complete these, everyone was convinced this was going to be one of our finest beginning bands ever. Here is one of their favorite pieces. Next, the band will perform the well-known melody, Love Somebody.